Hi, I'm Ben. Join me as I attempt to make a better way to store my games consoles. And let me tell you, I've never made anything in my life, so this is going to be a real adventure. Feel free to roast me if you like, but as a total amateur, you're not going to be telling me anything that I don't already know. But if you have any ideas, any suggestions, ways to improve what I'm making, I'm all ears. I really want to hear everything that you know that I can use to make this better. I've owned and collected a whole load of different consoles over the years, and I love each and every one of them. But there's something else I've been collecting, and that's dust. Across every machine, all the time, and I am sick of it. So I've started the hunt to find the perfect storage solution. And there's a lot of IKEA things out there that are okay, but they're open to the elements or even make it hard to play them. Even this guy who connected a record-breaking 440 different consoles to the same TV keeps everything out in the open, covered in dust, and I really do not want the dust anymore. So here's my list of things that I've discovered that I want to make sure are true when I put together my ideal storage solution. And obviously top of the list is keeping that thing fully enclosed so the dust can't get in. You probably guessed that already. Secondly, I love the lighting effects you can get with ARGB. I think they look amazing, so I've got to get some of that fancy lighting in there. It has to be modular because when I get a new console, I want to be able to add it into my collection and still have the whole thing looking really sweet as it all lives together. And finally, it's got to have a cooling system in there so that we keep everything nice and chilled. Nothing overheats because it is fully enclosed. So I scour the internet looking for something that matches what I'm after, and I start to realise I'm going to have to make this myself. And that's when the fear sets in, because my DIY skills are pretty horrible at the best of times. Things falling off, things not quite right, things wonky, and hidden mistakes. But for the first time, I know what I actually want to do. I've got the dream, and it's time to go out there and try to make it happen. To make a prototype, I'm going to need a box to start with, and I think I've found the perfect one. It has all the things I want from a box. It's stackable and it's see-through, so once I start putting in my handhelds, I can see that this thing is going to work really well. There's just one problem, of course. It is completely sealed in. That means no holes for cables at the back, so I can't put a console in there and then run it. So now the work begins. I've borrowed a drill from a friend so that I can put this hole inside. I think this one should be the right size. Obviously this is just going to go together pretty easily. When I say obviously, I mean not obviously. Just get it on that side. Go on, get in there. Get it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright, put the battery in the drill. Oh, satisfying. Yeah, that just fit in there. Nice and easy. No problem. Tighten it up. And there we have it, perfectly straight. Make perfectly straight holes. And there's my hole. That's alright. It's right in the middle. It's just what we needed, except now there's no room for a fan. Can't believe I did that. But I have to put it down the side instead, which won't look as good, but it'll do, I suppose. What I really should have done was put a nice slot across the whole bottom so it didn't matter whether the cable goes left or right. Anyway, I'm enthusiastic and I'm clever. So I drilled holes in every one that I've got, which means I can't fix the problem. But I've got no choice just to carry on and see if I can make the best of it. Well, I know the effect that I want to create with the lighting, and it's probably going to be through some kind of RGB fan setup. I don't really know what I need and how all those different pieces fit together to make it work. Obviously there's the fan, and I need something to plug it together with a cable, display it, make that RGB work somehow to control the colours. Then that's going to need power, and then I'm going to have to cut a hole in the back of the case. So I'm guessing that this sort of collection of things might work, but I don't really know. So it's going to be a bit of experimentation to see what ends up working. So here I have the SATA power to USB, and in the box, what's it going to be? The beautiful fan, completely transparent, lovely. And in this bag we have the RGB controller, and finally the massive blade to cut a hole in the box, and it fits the fan perfectly. So here we go. There's the power supply, which I'm going to plug in here, and then we'll see how this can sort of fit together. So I'll plug this into the power, that will do, and then take a check at the RGB controller. This little thing, ARGB, is way smaller than I expected. Came with a manual, which I'm going to throw away, and there it is. Did he? Couldn't believe that. It also came with a remote control, which I may or may not use, and I just uncap the top there, and there's 3 pretty fearsome pins there that you get stabbed on, and they'll go straight into the fan. So that bit I worked out pretty straightforward, no problem. And now we run into my first big error. This controller is not going to fit in the adapter that I bought, because the adapter I bought is for a hard drive, which obviously has space for power and data, and that extra bit of plastic in the way there means that it doesn't clip in. And then we got to work out about power to the fan, and there's a little issue here too. I forgot about it. I don't have any way to do that, so searching through Amazon to the rescue. I've just got to find the one that matches the number of pins that I've got so they can all come together. And finally it came. Here we go, here's the box. Turns out there were 2 of them in there, didn't need 2. Alright, so I'll just plug it into my USB adapter. There we have it. Fan plug straight in. I did get the right one, and way! The fan works! Mission number 1 complete. So, just plug in the ARGB and we're away, right? Well, that's what I thought. I was wrong. In it goes. It's connected. And of course we know that this doesn't fit together, but that's okay, because I've worked out a solution for that little nubbin, and it's called a knife. I'm just going to chop off the extra plastic, and then it's going to fit together beautifully, and it did. So, and it's plugged into the power, but nothing happened. I tried pressing some buttons, that didn't help either. So I've realised that something else is going on. It turns out that there's a USB cable on there. If I unplug the fan, I plug the USB cable straight in. Ba 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 ba. Oh no, USB goes the other way up, or the other way up, or anyway. There we go! It works. So it turns out, although I bought this expensive one with an extra power adapter, the extra power adapter did nothing, and all I needed was to plug it in via USB to start with. You live and learn. Well, I'm going to need another power supply now, so here's one I took from my RetroPie. Turn off the power so I can connect it properly and not make anything go wrong, hopefully. Plug it together. USB always goes that way, and then it goes neither way, and it goes the original way. Put that in. Power is going to work. Obviously, I turned the switch off at the power. I forgot I did that. There we go. Turn the switch. The fan worked! I couldn't believe it. The fan's working. The RGB's working. It's looking pretty cool. And then I think, what's it going to look like when I put it in behind the box? And the answer is, it looks awesome. So I think the next thing to do is to get drilling. Having messed up the holes last time, this time I want to be really methodical about the process, so I'm making sure that the fan fits here, and now I'm marking out where I'm going to make the cut. Ready? Trying my best to drill it, doesn't seem how. Jammed it.
Not quite done it. I mean, it's ugga da dugga.
Right, so I'm going to put the centre guide back in, put it back down where it was before and have another go, but it's turning my hand rather than actually drilling it. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here, but eventually pressing down, it's done. Next up I need to make some holes to screw in the fan. Using the fan as a template, I'm going to tap in some guide holes, and then I'll be able to drill straight in the exact right place. But it looks like these don't exactly measure up, and now one of the holes is in the wrong place.
Oh, you know what I should have done? Just put the fan down there, put the fan over the hole.
Hindsight is 2020.
So which one is out? The first one. There, that's best. Okay.
Four screw holes done, ready to go. Well, the cuts have left the edges so rough. I mean, there's plastic everywhere, so I'm going to need some sandpaper, all different grits. And we wait. Here we go. Yeah, it took a while. Switching papers, doing all that stuff. I watched tutorials, man, so I knew what I was doing for once. And it felt so smooth when it was done. Really happy with that. So now it's time we're going to lay out all the different pieces of this box, just like the ones I constructed before and put the Game Boys in, except this time I've got holes in the back drilled ready. I just got to put it together now. Snap in the edges, snap in the sides, and the front hinges, so you've got to just lever in the two little pieces so that it can pivot from the base, and then the lid holds it all together. Alright, now I've got to get the fan attached. It's not going to work doing it like that at the top. Maybe if I put the screw in, I know. Hold it onto the back and then do it from the inside and screw from the inside outwards. This gonna do it, yeah. Okay. This, oh god, I dropped it. It's so fiddly. Get out of there. It's in the gap. Alright. Here we go. Just start it by hand. Finish it off. Do the opposite sides. Yeah, last one. Oh, I'm stoked. Alright. So now I'm going to unravel the wires so they've got lots of length to them now. We'll see how that comes together. Okay, we've got the lights on. Alright, let's plug in the power. Oh man, I can't believe I actually made something. And the door opens and the door closes. Ooh, we can put my PlayStation in there, and best of all, the height. The whole tray can flip up. I can still fit a disc in there. Beautiful. And of course they're stackable, so there's a SNES. Yes, I think this might just work. And yeah, even the door works when it's open, and the top. Sweet. I've tried, I failed a bit, I succeeded a bit, but what I'd love to know is what would you do to improve it, and also what should I call it? Thanks for watching.